Cities.
Hello dear friends, and welcome to the second part of Unit 4, in which we are going to learn some useful grammar and new vocabulary like we were doing in the previous episodes. Let's start.
In this episode, we are going to talk about the following ideas. 1. The story of cities. 2. Exercises. 3. Grammar in context. Too much, too many, more, enough, too few. 4. City life.
Before we start, dear friends, I want you to watch the following video about the city life and see how different it is from the life of the countryside. Let's watch it together.
The story of cities.
About cities.
What is a city? Traffic, noise, and pollution? Or power, commerce, and culture? In fact, cities have always had these two sides, even in the ancient times.
Why cities developed?
Thousands of years ago, cities developed when farming communities produced more than they needed. Some people stopped being farmers and specialized in making, building, and trading. These people started to live together in larger groups, and some of these places became cities, centers of power.
Where cities developed?
Many cities have built up around holy places and contain important religious buildings. Cities were also built in safe places that were easy to defend, such as hills and plains. Cities must have water, and so they are often built around rivers. Some cities, like London and Paris, have developed around the easiest place to cross a river. Others, like Amsterdam, were built by the sea, so that the people could trade.
Vocabulary. Towns and cities. Sports center. Town hall. Theater. Bank. The Arab world. Some of the oldest cities are in the Arab world. Jericho in Palestine is perhaps the oldest settlement in the world, dating back to 9000 BE. The world's oldest capital city is Damascus, which has been inhabited for about 4,500 years. Babylon dates back to over 3000 BE and was destroyed and rebuilt several times. Many Islamic cities were built around palaces, mosques, public buildings, and markets. Vocabulary.
Factory. library, hospital, sports center, supermarket, shopping center, museum, office blocks, petrol station,
The design of cities.
To ancient travelers, arriving at a city was an incredible experience. They would see huge walls rising up. People came and went through gates. In times of war, the gates were closed. The architecture of cities tells us about the climate. Streets were built so they were cooled by winds or protected people from sun and rain. All cities have a network of streets, so people, goods, water, and information can flow easily. Modern cities have wide roads, fast tramways, and underground trains, but early cities had narrow streets.
Vocabulary.
bank, university, theater, mosque, town, hall, train station, car park,
How cities are organized.
Without laws and rules, many cities would become dangerous and difficult to control. In ancient cities, a ruler controlled many aspects of life. All citizens had to obey the rules of the city. Modern cities have police, courts, and prisons to control criminals. But even early cities made laws about how people should live.
Dear friends, now let's do the following exercise from the previous passages and fill in the gaps.
Cities started developing when some farming people found time to specialize. They grew up in safe, suitable places, such as by rivers or the sea, or on hills and plains. The Arab world has some of the oldest cities in the world. Jericho was first built 11,000 years ago. Early cities had walls and gates to protect them, and all cities have streets to allow for movement. There have to be rules in cities, or there would be no order.
By this, dear friends, we come to the end of this episode. We hope that everything was clear. See you. Take care.